Hi, this is Shruti Kaushal, and you're watching APN News. Today, we have with us three extremely good looking people who are bringing lots of glitz and glams here. We have with us the founder of India Exquisite Pageant, Miss Rajni Subha, the winners of Top India Model Season 6, Manpreet Kaur and Somnath Goswami, who will now represent India internationally. Congratulations and thank you all of you for being here. I would like to start with both of you. When you are crowned and you get a title, then there's a great responsibility, especially when you're representing your country internationally. Do you feel that pressure? I'll start with you, Manpreet.
I don't take it as a pressure. It is just a fabulous feeling that I have ever get in my life because it is such a wonderful. I think when you know you are going to represent your country internationally, you have that much blessings with yourself, your parents' blessings, your teachers' blessings, and the blessings they have magic. Then you don't have pressure. You have a blessings magic yourself, and when you have that thing, you can achieve anything.
What about you, Somnath?
First of all, I would like to wish the audience here Abhar, Pyar, Namaskar. Myself, Somnath Goswami. The question itself says that pressure is something you feel it when you're serious about something. So I think I'm very, very serious about not just my national title that I'm wearing with pride on my white chest. So once I go outside, also, I'll be wearing it even more wider. I'll have a much bigger chest because I'll have responsibilities on my shoulders. My parents, my friends, the stakes are high basically now. Everybody is watching us. What's next? What's next? So I think my seriousness, my discipline, and my dedication towards my work, that is what brought me so far. And I think definitely outside India also, they'll be hearing this name only, Somnath Goswami, India.
That's good, really good. You are born and brought up in Jamshedpur, then you moved to Telangana for your work.
Yep.
And there you got inspired by films like Bagi, and you went for, working on your physique, you met your gym trainer who guided you.
Yes.
So, how important is the role of a guide in your life?
Yes, I think that's an amazing question. And I think I've been very lucky in these senses because whatever mentors I have got, not just the trainer whom I met in Hyderabad, but also the trainer I met in my hometown in this lockdown period. So when the second wave hit, in my colony only, I think I almost counted 13, corpses who went to grave. We were going through so much. And I think 3 months I was at my home, just laptop, work, that's it. No gym, nothing. I tried very hard working at home, but it didn't happen. I lost 12 kgs of muscle in those 3 months. Can you believe it? I had to put in so much of effort to gain 25 kgs, and half of them were gone in 3 months. I was like, shit, I have to start again. I again met a trainer there also. So I think I've been very lucky. And you should always be very choosy when you're choosing a mentor or a friend also. Your circle can be very small. You can have only 4 friends. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना 4 यार मिल जाए वही बात हो जाए.
Right.
So I think if your circle is small, you should always focus on the quality of your circle. So for me, I think yes, quality of your mentor, your friends, your circle, they give you that more positive energy. That's very helpful.
My next question is actually from both of you. You both belong from a small town, and they say that people from small town, they should not dream big, right? Have you ever went through that that pressure to convince your parents, and that pre-societal notions that what people will say, what your relatives will say? So was it difficult for you guys to convince your parents?
I think lady will
Yeah, you, Manpreet.
Yes, it is because since my childhood, I was a shy girl and a timid girl who don't want to talk with anybody, who just want to explore the books and explore the new things. And I was that time I was like, I don't want to do modeling. But when I said to my father that, Papa, मुझे modeling करनी है, he said, no. Why are you choosing this? I mean, you have a lot of opportunities, you are good in studies, you can do and explore a lot of things in your life. Why are you choosing this platform? I said, once I want to, because my mother said when I was a child, she said that I was so beautiful that time.
You still are.
So she said she want to see a Miss World crown like Aishwarya got. She want to see that crown in my head.
Okay, so
Yeah.
among Aishwarya, Priyanka, or Sushmita, who is your inspiration?
Lara Datta.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Lara Datta. Why so?
Because she is clear what she has in my mind and what she want to give to the society.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. And after that, when I said to my father, he denied. And but by God's grace, I got an opportunity to represent myself in Kumaon. Yeah. So there, in my
You won the
first
title
pageant,
also.
yes,
Yeah.
I won that title. Then my father said, "Okay, you can do it."
What about you, Somnath?
I think the age of being practical is done and dusted now. You should not dream, your dream should not be in relation to your reality.
Yeah.
Your reality should be in relation to your dreams. That is what I've always believed, and I'm working very hard. I have made promises not just to myself, to my mom and my dad for a particular, not a lavish bungalow or something, but yes, people will know you. You're the parents of Mr. Somnath Goswami. Somnath Goswami has been known for so long as the son of you, but now it's your time, it's my time to make you proud. So yes, of course, I also come from a very orthodox family actually, where I clearly remember we were not even allowed to have spikes in my
Oh,
teenage.
yeah.
No spikes. I got that haircut once in my teenage, and I still remember my dad giving me that look and taking me again back to the salon. इसके बाल छोटे करवाइए. So that's how my story has been. And when I got my first tattoo, it's a quite big one. I remember my dad not talking
What
to
tattoo
me.
do you have?
I am a big fan of Rock, Dwayne
Okay,
Johnson. So I did his
yeah.
half sleeve here with my first salary, of course. So I clearly remember my dad not talking to me for a week. But then after a week, he started again talking to me. And many of my neighbors, his friends, they came, "What did your son do? What is this? Oh God." Like this was the expression. But slowly with time, he realized that this is just my passion. There's no harm. I am not into any bad habits or not into any, bad negative things of the society. I'm just continuing my fitness journey. I'm in the fashion industry. And yeah, even when I started my fashion industry, he was just shock के लिए ही कर रहे हो ना, just do it for shock, don't make it something big. But मेरा कहाँ इतने से मन भरने वाला था. So, but I always kept it to my heart. I had my friends, my mentors who always told me, go big, go big. Why satisfy when you can go big? So that is how I've been. I'm now here, and by God's grace, fingers crossed, it'll be, a much bigger internationally. So I hope for that.
So when it comes to working on your physique, especially, there are a lot of notions about it as well, that you have to take supplements and. So what is your approach to it? How difficult it is to maintain physique, especially when people are so addicted to junk food?
Junk
and,
food.
Yeah.
I think it's a great question because many of the people have a lot of taboo subject. They don't come up and ask. They are like, आपने डब्बा लेके बॉडी बनाया है, आपने steroid लिया है. These are layman questions, but I don't blame them. I also have that at one point of time, but I educated myself on YouTube, through Google, through my gym trainers. I always kept on educating myself. And if you're a beginner, I think you should always start with a natural diet. Natural diet. Take boiled eggs, take boiled chicken. After a point of time, you can take whey protein, only whey protein. I think that is more than enough if you are not going into professional bodybuilding. I think, yeah, so this is why it is very important that you are always not busy on Instagram or Facebook. You are busy on good Google articles also, good health articles also. There are so many apps now who clearly calculate your calories, what you need to take, and they give you options. So I think that is one way the youth, basically the youth who are starting this fitness journey, they should focus on correct apps and correct platform.
What about you, Manpreet? How do you maintain? What is your idea of fitness?
A good diet. But sometimes because I belongs to a Punjabi family, it makes hard for me because in the home, whenever I'll be at home, my mother, she's like, अभी कुछ खाया है तुमने? ये तो बस इतना सी है. Yes. So actually, I'm also a big foodie. I love food, but I maintain some time because in this line, if I want to go ahead, then I need to. But through my medical conditions, sometimes I need to get food. And through this, I feel so hungry as well. Yeah, but I control myself, and now I think I need to do more.
There's this term called emotional eating, right?
Yeah.
How do you guys cope up with that?
Cheat
Because
days.
it's really hard.
Yes, cheat
Yeah.
meals, cheat days.
Cheat days.
It's like you can keep one piece of chocolate
Oh,
in your
yeah.
fridge. Just take one small piece and do not swallow it. Keep it in your mouth so that you know that
Okay.
taste remains for a very long time. I do it before going to bed at night. I don't know, I have this cravings for chocolate. So from very childhood, I had to face a lot of teeth issues for that also. But I think that is one way you can cope up with it. Just take a small bite, don't swallow it. Keep tasting it.
How's your cheat meal looks like?
My cheat meals look like aloo ka paratha.
With lots of butter.
Yes, but not that much. Actually, I love butter as well. But the most important thing, whenever I go to home, I want the aloo ka paratha only from mother's hand. Yes, that I miss whenever I go anywhere. So I miss that thing.
So when we were discussing things, then you told me that you want to be an advocate for mental health, right?
Yes.
So especially today in social media era, it's very difficult, and it has become the intrinsic part of our lives, and it
Yeah.
can be toxic sometimes. So how do you guys deal with that?
Actually, why, first of all, I want to tell you why I want to explore this thing. I want to tell people why mental health is so important. Because when I was in my 12th, I was dreaming about to be an astronaut. But through my medical conditions, I haven't get the chance because mental health and is as much important as physical health.
Right.
Yeah, so that time my doctor denied. As well, I have given the exam. I got 468 ranks, but from my medical report, they said, sorry, Manpreet, you can't. So that time I felt so bad. Even I haven't talked with my mothers for 2 to 3 days. I felt life is stop here. Why are we living when we don't get what we want in our life? So this is so ridiculous and so bad thing I ever faced in my life. When you see your dreams are broken in front of you, it is really so ridiculous. So that time my mother said, go, it doesn't matter. So that time I realized these all things which is happens around us, it's only when we have it is in our mind.
Right.
So when we clear our mind with good things, with positive thoughts, with positive attitude peoples, like my mother, my father, so you just need to be around that people who give you
Yeah, right.
positive vibe, and need to make your circle small with positive people. When you have that, your goal is clear, your life is clear.
How do you deal with social media and the trolling and everything?
So I think for me, social media is a platform where I post things about my lifestyle. I don't do anything for social media. What I do, I put it on social media. So always there'll be this pulling back. There'll be so many crabs in the market. You know, they'll always be pulling you down. So like my partner said that you should always surround yourself with positive energy, positive mentality people, and by time I think you develop that attitude. This guy is just a keyboard warrior. How does he have this audacity to question my skill or my talent? You know, I have been working so hard. I have brought myself to this level from nowhere without any godfather or anybody, and he is just doing a recharge of 250 rupees, and he is putting a question mark on me. So I think this attitude, I think everybody who is in any sector or any area and they are using social media as a very important part of the life, like models do, we need to post our work there because people watch our profile also. It's a big plus for us. So I think we should always develop this attitude that a 250 rupee recharge pack cannot judge me what I am. My effort decides what I am. So I think it's the point that my partner said, positive mentality people and this attitude. This two can absolutely secure your life.
Do you ever feel low, and how do you cope up with it?
I feel it so many times. Actually, I think life should be like a bhel puri.
Okay.
सारे मसाले होने चाहिए. All the emotions, you should feel all the emotions. Failure, pain, success, joy, everything. You should experience all of these emotions. Then only you become a sound personality, guy or a woman.
Right.
So for me, I think whenever I feel low, music. Once I get up, my earbuds are on. Even before I go to the washroom, my earbuds are on, and it's like music plays a big role in my life. And all kinds of music. Sometimes in my gym, I must be hearing Chura Ke Dil Mera Goriya Chhi. So it absolutely depends upon my mood. So music is a big stress relief for me.
And you also have interest in cricket.
Yes.
Yeah, and your father banned to play cricket after you failed 2 subjects, right? So
shit.
how did you deal with that?
Actually, it's a small story behind it. My father also played for our district team, and at his time there was no helmet. So he got hit at his nose with the juice ball, and he was unconscious for 3 days. After 3 days, my grandfather said, "No more cricket." So, and when
It's
I
like
started,
the legacy.
exactly, for some absolutely opposite reason it happened, and I just failed for 2 marks. By the way, I just failed for 2 marks. So it was in maths and computers. And yeah, cricket was like, and at that point of time, I think I took a very wrong decision. My father said, either play for the academy or play for the school team. I was the captain of the school team. I was a little greedy. I said, I'll play for school team. So, but everything happens for a very good reason. And I have represented in corporate leagues also. I played for my university, for my college. We got trophies there also. They still remember me as a decent enough batsman. And I think in cricket, there's a saying that you should always keep the scoreboard ticking. I have applied it to my life. And even if there are yorkers, there are bouncers, I duck, I leave. But I keep the scoreboard ticking in my life.
That's really nice. And Manpreet, you are pursuing BA,
Yes.
right? Is it difficult to manage your studies and with the modeling thing?
Not that much. I haven't feel that. Actually, whenever somebody says you are doing modeling and you have done job as well, and a lot of things you need to manage. But now I think it's all the thing is so easy. It is not that much stuff that we think that, oh shit, we need to do job, we need to do study, we need to do our passionable things as well. So I don't think so. It is only when you are curious about anything, you can do that. I am clear towards my goals that if I want to do, then it doesn't matter what the thing I need to do for it, and how many times I need to face challenges. The thing is, alright, I leave everything to my God, that I serve myself to you. Babaji, please save me, please stand with me. And I know when Vaheguruji is with you, you can achieve everything, anything in your life.
That's really nice. Now we'll move to Rajni ma'am. Ma'am, when you started your journey, I mean, we start a journey, we have a vision, right?
Yeah.
When you launched your beauty pageant organization, India Exquisite, what was the vision behind it?
Well, the only vision was, coming from a background of a social worker, okay, and I've just started my foundation also recently, and I used to work for NGOs earlier. So, I felt that why we give a platform to those people who are needy, who are, deprived of the privileges in life, but then why not to someone who is aspiring, to the generation that also wish to, take the future, in a more glamorous way. That was the real reason behind, starting India Exquisite pageant. And that is when I felt that apart from beauty pageant, we can also scout for models from the country.
Right.
And that was in 2016 that I ever started with Model Hunt. And as they have also mentioned, my winners of Top Model India season 6, that where they hail from. So I have been, lucky enough, I must say, that such talents have come in all these years, to participate, and went on to even mark their, names in the international arena also. And our past models, they have even went on to work for London Fashion Week also. And of course, had there been no pandemic, I am quite sure that they would also have worked for Paris Fashion Week also, because the talks were on that time.
So over the years, beauty pageants have evolved a lot. So it's not just confined to donning stunning outfits and walking the ramp. What is your approach to it?
Of course, see, when it comes to fashion modeling, people always feel that one can just wake up in the morning, get dolled up, get all your hair, makeup done by a makeup artist, and then just land up on the platform, I mean the ramp. That's the sort of a thought our teenagers, our models, they have. But there is more to it. The first and foremost thing is the discipline, which is one of the crucial thing in the pageantry or in the modeling industry. And apart from that, something which I have been facing for quite some time is the attitude problem. That is, I think, the moment a guy or a girl, if they have a good height and if they feel that they have got good body, and if they have been ever or have ever walked on the ramp, they feel that they are one of the supermodel. And I think that is one of the most important thing that we really need to work upon, the attitude. Because attitude is something that takes you places, and the sort of attitude that you show it to the people, those who are there to help you, to take you, to hold your hands, and show you the world around. And if you throw your attitude to those people, then I think you'll be nowhere. And I think the beauty industry, as they say, is short-lived though, which is like in the recent years, we have been changing the trend. But apart from that, being fit and also with the right kind of attitude and approach and discipline in life, they can go miles ahead.
Yeah. Talking about the trend, there's this campaign about on social media, especially about body positivity. So do you ever plan to give chance to curvy girls or guys, and so that they can represent themselves?
See, I think this is actually something very positive that we are talking about in the society, banning all those stereotype of like models or beauty. There has always been a standard of beauty, the so-called beauty. But yes, there are a lot of pageants that have come up in the recent years, so that even women of any shape, size, color, ethnicity can participate and contribute their being. But what I want to tell you is, being curvy is one thing and being fit and curvaceous is another thing. Here we tend to miss, in India, let me pinpoint it now, that curvy doesn't mean being flabby. It's all about having the strong core with the right kind of a fitness that your body suits. But here in India, curvy has always been ladies or like girls who are not so fit and bit on the unhealthier side. I might sound a bit rude, but then, well, that's it. If we have to term something, we should term it in the right manner.
Right, right. Now that Manpreet and Somnath are representing India internationally, how hopeful are you that they'll bring the title home?
I am very hopeful, not only hopeful but quite confident, I must say. The reason being, they are the respective delegates of their states, and after competing nationally, they are now the winners of like India. They would be representing India, and as being the winner of India, I think they are going to give a very good competition there, and very hopeful and confident that they will win the title and bring it to India.
Now we'll have our fashion trivia round, and we'll ask our guest questions related to fashion and modeling. So, my first question would be from Manpreet.
Yeah.
Which designer won a national award in costume design for the film Haider? I'll give you options as well.
All right.
Anju Modi, Dolly Ahluwalia, Anamika Khanna, or Neeta Lulla?
Dolly Ahluwalia.
Yeah, that's right. Now it's your turn, Somnath. Which of the following is a lifestyle and fashion magazine? Forbes, Time, or Vogue?
Vogue. But I love to be featured on Forbes one day.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
highest
All the
express.
very best. Now my third question would be from you, ma'am.
Mhm.
Which of the following fashion houses was founded first? Prada, Dior, or Chanel?
I think Prada.
Yeah, that's right. Moving to Manpreet.
Yeah.
How many times a year does the New York Fashion Week take place? 1, 2, or 3?
2 times.
Yeah, that's right. Somnath, jeans are named after which city in Italy? Palermo, Genoa, or Bergamo?
I think Genoa.
Yes, absolutely right. Ma'am, moving on to you.
Mhm.
Which supermodel stripped over her shoes and fell over on the catwalk in 1993? Naomi Campbell, Claudia Schiffer, Cindy Crawford.
See, honestly telling you, I don't know the answer.
Well, it's Naomi Campbell.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Who did the best work? You could have asked me that question. I would have definitely answered you that.
Please tell us. Please tell us. Okay, Manpreet.
Yeah.
In which year did the London Fashion Week take place for the first time? 1973, 1983, or 1993?
1983.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys know everything. Okay, Somnath. Suit is derived from which language? French, Italian, or Greek?
French.
Yeah, that's right. Ma'am, which brand is most famous for its polo shirts? Ralph Lauren, Uniqlo, or Jack Wolfskin?
Ralph Lauren?
Yes, that's right. So my last question would be from Manpreet. What was the theme of the 2020 Met Gala before it was postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic? Hat, cravat, or suit?
Caravat.
Yeah, that's right. So we are done with our fashion segment, fashion
Okay.
trivia segments. With this, we have come to the end of our show. And before wrapping up, Miss, what advice would you like to give Manpreet and Somnath as they're representing India internationally?
See, the most important thing I believe is your confidence. That is something which you can't practice, which you can't inject. The only thing that takes you, ahead in life is your confidence. The confidence to be yourself, to present yourself who you are without having an iota of doubt about yourself, because that is something once you wear it, then you are sorted. And this applies to the upcoming aspiring models and beauty pageant aspirants also.
Thank you, all of you, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure interviewing you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
you.
congratulations for representing India internationally.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
So that was all for today. You are watching APN News. Stay tuned.